So I was supposed to retire at the end of March and had planned my retirement party, and then we were going to go and have a nice ski trip, and then COVID changed everyone's plans, and I offered to stay on for a while because I knew that CBC didn't have a replacement for me. They would have backfilled me. So I stayed on till the end of May just to help through the COVID, because I mean, everything was thrown up. Everything was up in the air. We didn't have story meetings like we used to. It was, anyway, so I stayed on for a couple of months and retired at the end of May, and basically lazed around for a few months after that, and didn't feel bored. I never felt that I didn't have stuff to do. I always had stuff to do, but sometimes it's nice to have that goal, a reason to get up and have a shower in the morning, because the dog doesn't care if I shower or not when we go for a walk. So so then Jillian and I, you and I, which one? Am I talking to you or what? So
the third person, that's probably good. Yeah.
So Jillian and I, who have been friends and coworkers for I don't know how long, we just got together to go for a walk and have a coffee, and she told me that she had submitted for this grant to do a documentary about Rosemary Thompson, who I know very well, who I knew through CBC, and she had been on our show many times, and I knew as an extraordinary personality and an amazing conductor. Jillian told me about this project that she had submitted, and a week after that, I think, she learned that she won approval for it and would get funding, and then asked me if I wanted to produce, which was a bit of a shock because I've never produced a video documentary before. It's very, very different from what I did in radio. Radio was day-to-day short items that would make up a show, and this is much different, but it's very challenging and very exciting. And it's it's two important stories. It's the story of Rosemary and what happened to her, and she's, as I said, such a fascinating person, but it's also to give people an idea about what ADHD is and what it gives people, and how people can recognize it and recognize whether or not they have it, and not just use it as a throwaway. Oh, I must have ADHD because I can't focus on this television show for more than 10 minutes. I think it's going to open a window for people to realize the length and breadth of ADHD.